Smith & Wesson Border Guard comes in at only 8.3 inches overall with a blade length of 3.5 inches and a weight of just 6 ounces. This knife has a quick and easy access with a convenient pocket clip, finger flipper, and ambidextrous thumb knobs, making it ideal for everyday carry. While using this blade, you should have confidence that the blade will not slip with the security of the liner lock. This blade is made of reliable 7CR17 MOV stone-washed high-carbon stainless steel. This knife also features a glass breaker as well as a seatbelt cutter. It also has a thumb ramp jimping on the spine. The durable stone-washed stainless steel handle features a black, textured, and grooved G10 insert for a secure grip. So my first opinion on this knife is when it flips out, give it a little assistance, but overall it's pretty good. Definitely, I feel like it's more of a tactile knife. Pocket clip kind of does get in the way, which can be annoying at sometimes. I never found it to be a negative thing. It does have a nice G10 stainless steel blade on here. Right now it's not too sharp. I mean, I've been using it probably, I'd say 2 or 3 times a week just to cut boxes open or to cut branches out of my way when I'm taking videos and pictures. But overall, I haven't really, I don't think ever sharpened it. So overall, I think this knife is a pretty good knife. Ergonomics, like I said, are pretty good in the hands.
Going to take a look at a CRKT today. This is a Lucas Burnley design based on one of his custom pieces, and this is the Squid. You can kind of see the squid-shaped body there. You imagine tentacles. But a really nice, inexpensive, affordable knife. It's going to be good for a starter or as a backup or even as a gift. So let's go ahead and get in here and take a closer look. You can see you get these nice stone-washed stainless steel handles. That stone wash flows all the way through to the blade. Pocket clip there is for tip up right carry. So let me go ahead and give you a shot of that in the pocket. All right, so that's what it looks like when you're carrying this knife. You can see you have this backspacer here that gives you the lanyard hole option. Looks like that might be of a different material, possibly aluminum. Then you have the double thumb studs as far as deployment. Feels a little bit more of a controlled opening rather than popping that open. Might be able to loosen up the pivot to get that kind of action, but you can see you have a frame lock here. And then as far as that blade goes, again, stone wash. You can see it kind of has that rounded spear point tip with that little bit of swedge up near the tip. HCR13 MOV is the steel you're getting on this. Nice slim knife. Again, like I said, that jimping sits up right where you need it. 3-finger grip. Weight-wise, 3.5 ounces. Again, good little worker kind of knife. Overall, the knife comes in at 5 3/4 of an inch, and then it has a 2 1/4 inch blade. You also can get it in this black stone-washed or acid-etched. Again, a nice little knife designed by Lucas Burnley and produced by CRKT.
Today I'm going to be talking about the Smith & Wesson M&P knife. So I initially got this knife for my dad, and my dad has been using it for a long time. It comes in a black version as well as a tan version. But cool thing about this knife is it does have a glass breaker on the end. It has a locking feature, and what I think is really cool is it does have a little knob on the end, so that way when you push it, it'll just swing out on its own, which is pretty cool. They call this the Magic Assisted Knife, and I guess it's an acronym to stand for something. But in my experience, it's probably the best assisted systems I think I've ever seen. This is a assisted blade is what they call it, so it's not technically a switch blade. They just call it an assisted blade. So it's when you fold it back, it ends up like you're compressing a spring, and then when you lock it, when you try and push that, it's not going to go. When you try and push that little quick release that it has. So when you unlock it, then you push it, it'll swing right open. Nice and buttery, locks in position. It's really, really nice. It's got a nice rubber texturing on the front. It's got a nice rubber texturing on the back. As far as stiffness of the blade, once it's locked, it is rigid. It's no wobble whatsoever. As far as resharpening, honestly, out of the 3 knives that we've had, never needed to sharpen them.
Well, if you're looking for a USA made pocket knife for under $15, this is it. The Gerber US1. Pick this up over at Walmart for $13.95. What makes this thing so unique is, first off, on top of its price point being USA made, is that this thing comes in at like 1.1 ounces. This thing weighs next to nothing, will weigh about the weight of maybe 2 ballpoint pens in your pocket. That's about its maximum weight, which is fantastic. And I'm always looking at knives that are cutting down on weight. Now, the blade itself is 2.6 inches long, so it's going to fly under the radar under almost every, blade length restriction out there in the world that I am aware of. And the actual cutting edge is going to be about 2.5 inches. It is a hollow grind with a classic drop point, fantastic relief edge. I've found that Gerber really hits it home when it comes to the relief edges. It's always razor sharp out of the box. Really digging that. Good belly there, and again, just a classic, drop point design there. It is made out of 420 HC steel, which is a semi-rust resistant steel. It's a semi-high carbon.
Today we are reviewing this awesome CIVIVI. So first off, this knife is 8 3/8 inch long with a 3 5/8 inch blade. So it's just over 3.5 inches and a little over 8 1/4 inch long, like total length. So it is in 9CR 18 MOV steel, G10 handles with steel liners. It has a deep carry pocket clip and a lanyard tucked up nice in the back. Great place for a lanyard if you're going to have a lanyard. It's hidden. Pocket clip came first. I really like that. CIVIVI uses nice big hardware, which I also really like to see. So this knife, like a lot of, I think all CIVIVIs, I can't think of one that's not, but like all CIVIVIs, this thing has amazing blade geometry. Great blade geometry.